Now, Talk Real Estate, sponsored by Boston Connect Real Estate Services.
Hi, I'm Sharon McNamara, and you are listening to Talk Real Estate. Let me share a little bit about my background before we get started. I am the broker owner of Boston Connect Real Estate, located on the South Shore, and I have been working as a full-time realtor and sales and marketing consultant for home buyers and home sellers for the past 15 years. I have helped hundreds of clients throughout the home buying and home selling process. My unique approach to assisting my clients to the next chapter of their lives is driven by being a team player and by offering them continuous training, education, advising, and mentoring. I like to say that I offer my clients exceptional service that moves you. Every week, I will be providing you with real estate topics ranging from home buyer and home seller advice, legal matters, insurance binders, flood insurance concerns, home inspection questions, environmental worries like radon, lead paint, and mold, mortgages and loan programs, staging tips and ideas, real estate contracts, market trends, home values, and more. It's a talk radio show, and sometimes we are even interactive, so you can follow along online. If you have any questions during the show, please call 781-837-4900. We'd love to talk real estate. If you missed any of our shows, or if you want to listen to one again, you can listen on my podcast at talkrealestateradio.com. If you would like a one-on-one consultation with me regarding your home sale or your home purchase, I'd love the opportunity to meet with you. You can connect with me anytime at bostonconnect.com or 781-826-8000. Now, sit back, relax, take good notes, and let's talk real estate. And hello to all my South Shore neighbors. This is Sharon McNamara, and you are, of course, listening to Talk Real Estate with Sharon McNamara and Mary Baker. And that's all we got tonight is just the two of us.
I feel like we should sing that song.
Oh, just the two of us.
We can make it.
I like our
try,
music, though, so we're just sort of jiving and jamming here. So
usually I can sing a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Hey, we haven't been solo in a long time, like no guests at all.
Oh, I know. Well, so I was recruiting people when we were when we had our Thanksgiving pie event this past weekend. I was recruiting people and going, you should come on the radio show. Did you see the studio downstairs?
Yeah.
You got to go see it.
Everybody loved the studio. I had a couple people, actually, that are going to be guests on the show.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really
awesome.
excited about it.
I haven't even told you who I recruited, so I'm sorry. But
I'm going to tell you who I recruited. So I recruited Lisa Braxton, who is one of my clients. She purchased a home with me. I was her buyer's agent back in 2011, and she bought a condo, and she's now married, and it's so exciting to see the different steps that people go through in the next chapters and all that. And that's one of the nice things I think about Facebook is being able to keep up with people. Her husband I met for the first time. He was absolutely adorable, just a great guy. So I can see how they found each other. And I heard they found each other in church, which makes it even more romantic, right? But she actually wrote a book.
She did?
Yeah. I cannot remember. Lisa, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
If you're on Facebook Live, Lisa, just type
into us. If you're on Facebook,
us.
tell me the name of the book. I want to say it's something Drummer. I could have looked it up, but I didn't think I'd be talking about it. So her book comes out in May. So that's going to be exciting. And then I have another person coming out talking to us about sort of, diets for the new year. So we'll talk about staying on track. But hopefully staying on track are all those commuter rails and everybody else that's going down Route 3 and the expressway tonight. Well, we have Lisa DeMilo to tell us how it's going in the WATD Traffic Center. How's it looking, Lisa?
Well, Sharon, you never disappoint. You always have the funniest segues to me, boy.
I try.
But I wish that the commute was funny. It's not. It's anything but funny. The expressway southbound's crawling from the tunnel most of the way to the split. Northbound's locked up from Granite Ave up past to Bonset Circle. And again, approaching the tunnel, Route 3 south, here on the brakes from the expressway down past Union Street and passing Route 139. Slow again, approaching Route 44. The Sagamore and Bourne are both delay-free. Route 24 south, that's slow from Stoughton into Brockton. Then tough from 495 down past Route 44. This report is sponsored by HHS's Health Resources and Services Administration, HRSA. This year, you could bring more giving to Thanksgiving. Take a minute and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Learn more at organdonor.gov. Traffic on the 9s every morning. I'm Lisa DeMilo in the WATD Traffic Center.
Talk Real Estate continues on WATD. Now, let's connect with this week's Boston Connect Real Estate's weekly agent spotlight.
Mary?
Well, we are not doing an agent spotlight, but we're spotlighting some of our clients.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely, yes.
That we're going to have on the radio show with us.
Keep on going.
I
I just can't hear you.
So we're going to have, we were talking about Lisa Braxton, who's going to come on the radio and talk about her book. Do you know what the book's about?
I do, but I don't, so I don't want to wreck it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to give it.
That.
Yeah, I want her to discuss it because she'll
probably
obviously
do a better job.
She'll do a much
explaining.
better job than I will, but I'm really excited for her, and she's been doing a lot of book reviews and everything lately too. So she's great. And again, her name is Lisa Braxton, and her first book is coming out in May. So,
That's so awesome.
We're definitely going to have her on and
Maybe
discuss
she can
her
help
new book.
us write a book.
I want to write a book.
Because we should.
That's a bucket list thing of mine. I like to write. You know that.
You would write a very inspirational book and probably very in line with the things that we're going to talk about tonight.
Yes.
Mine would be like, I can't believe this actually happened. This is my life. FML. Like, I can say that on the radio, right?
I'm not sure, but you did.
Hey, well,
so
you know.
there we go.
Innuendos.
Yes. So why don't you tell our listeners what our topic is going to be about tonight and how we came about deciding to discuss it. I'm going to just sort of straighten out Facebook Live. Hello, everybody. If you can hear us, just give us a thumbs up. We just want to make sure that all of our equipment is working properly.
They can hear us. Sam is waving at us on
good.
Facebook.
Great. So you can find us, Sharon Costa McNamara. Just become my friend, and you can see us there.
We're
and
also
then I think
on Mary C. Baker and trying to get us on Boston Connect as well, but
Yeah.
we're also on McNamara Broker Team.
Yeah, McNamara
So-
Broker Team. You can find us there and like our page and follow along. So, and if you want to listen to any of our past shows, we had some really great guests the last few weeks. Last week we had two of my favorite people, Mark Stiles and Emmanuel Ebot from Stiles Law right there in Marshfield, and they did a great job.
They
Mark didn't
derailed
let-
us.
Yeah.
They derailed us successfully. You're talking
Mark-
millennials,
yeah,
but he
Mark
is the
did that.
master. I'm going to learn some cues from him.
Well, he didn't give Emmanuel much time to talk, but Emmanuel is fantastic. So
He's
they're
a
both
man of
real
very
estate
few
real estate attorneys that we work with often. So, and then we had our pie party this past weekend,
So
which
much fun.
I started that Thanksgiving party back in. It had to have been because something just came up from like 2009.
It was like a skating party before
Yeah.
is what you used to do, right?
Yeah, I used to do a roller skating party, and people would bring canned goods. So
We got so many this year.
Oh my gosh, we got so much, and we donated it to a great cause. And actually, we gave all of the food to the Bethesda House, which is a nonprofit organization located on the South Shore. And they do a wonderful job with helping young ladies who are going to be raising their own children or child, and helping them to
learn life skills.
And then get them, taking classes and things like that. So while they're there, they are learning all those life skills and how to live afterwards, you know what I mean, with really good jobs and careers and things like that. So we donated our food there because it's all nonprofit. So everything that they do is donations, but you can imagine for baby diapers and
incidentals and just like little onesies and socks. And
Desitin?
Babies grow so quick.
Yeah, like Desitin is expensive.
Is it?
I buy it for the dog's face. We have a bulldog, and she sort of smells a little bit, so we put Desitin on her feet.
In her little crevices and her little wrinkles.
Yeah. But
Bulldog
everything is so
problems.
expensive. So if our listeners are interested in finding a wonderful, wonderful organization that they would like to donate to this Christmas, they do have a list of items up on their website. I will look it up exactly, but I think it is Bethesda House organization, .org or something like that. But if you just Googled Bethesda House, something will come up. So you will
And
be
if
able
the
to find
organizers are listening to us, you can go on Facebook Live and
Exactly.
just
tell
let
us
us know
exactly what
let
that
our
is.
listeners know exactly where they can go.
Perfect.
But tonight, so we are talking about, we're going to try and spin this and the impact of empathy on real estate. And this was actually, this topic derived from a class that we took today taught by Mackenzie McNamara, who I know all of our listeners out there would know. Mackenzie is Sharon's youngest daughter, and she is actually the Associate Director for Drug and Alcohol Initiatives at Clemson University. And I did get permission from Mackenzie for that. and she taught us a class on she's been teaching undergrads faculty the uses of empathy, how to relate to students and how to relate to them, students relating to teachers and students relating to students, so all different uses. But it was really interesting for us during this class to see how that sounds sorry guys, that sounds really good, teaching this class on how we can use empathy in real estate, because in all reality it's something that each and every one of us should be implementing every day, but especially true, in my opinion, for something that is so emotionally loaded as buying and selling a house.
It is. It is a very difficult process, and I think, it's been of late that I've really enjoyed. We've gone through so many transitions in the last several years with opening up Boston Connect, and it's been rush, and, the company growing, and then, and organically growing. I mean, we don't recruit, we attract. But I just have said to somebody recently that I really love what I'm doing again, because it feels like I've always stayed on track, and we discussed this a little bit last week with Mark Stiles and Emmanuel Ebot from Stiles Law. The way that I've always done real estate, it was more based on not motivated by, another transaction in my belt, more motivated by, extremely motivated by helping people.
Yeah.
I'm not motivated by money. So for me to say, I'm going to set these goals and this is how much money I want to make at the end of the year, like, that doesn't work for me. For me, it's how many families can we help? And we've helped 63 families today, right? Because there was a closing today. Did that happen?
It did happen.
Oh, great.
Yay.
Congratulations, Kelly. Yay. When are we getting that wine?
I'm sure she went right back to work after it. So
did she?
A little hard worker over there.
Yeah.
But it is only Tuesday, so I'm sure she'll celebrate with a glass on Thanksgiving. But it's an emotionally charged business, and when you keep yourself grounded in empathy and trying to understand different people's intentions and their perspectives and their point of views, I think you get a lot further than if you're continuously looking at the next transaction. So, what is empathy? The definition that Mackenzie so graciously gave to us today, which is very elaborative in my opinion. Empathy is the ability to share someone else's feelings or experiences by imagining what it would be like to be in that person's situation. So that in and of itself is such a powerful statement, because you didn't grow up where I did. I didn't grow up where you did.
Yeah.
Although we did both grow up in Dorchester, there were different life...
Same parish.
same parish.
Yeah.
There were different life circumstances. So I'm a true believer in everybody's life situation defines who they are as they grow. You're either you're either defined by your circumstances or you rise above your circumstances.
Yeah.
So two different perspectives on looking at that, right?
And understanding where somebody else is coming. I thought that was I was really intrigued with that one slide that she showed. It was a comic. I really loved this. And to me is, the buyer and seller when we're working with clients. And this is the other thing too. This is that we should do a class on fallacies, like this is not really true, like things that happen in real estate. Yeah. Real estate agents who don't work in the same office don't hate each other. Just so you know. We're all good friends. We all get along. We've all been many of us have been in this business together for a very long time. We're hoping if I have a buyer client, you have a listing that's perfect for them. If we have a listing, I hope you have a buyer client that's great for them. So she showed this one comic strip, and it was a cartoon, and it was a man on a little island with a palm tree, in shorts, like you can tell he had been there for a while, all scruffy. And then there was in the other picture, there was a man on a little rowboat heading towards the island. And I just found it interesting because we could put that in buyer and seller perspective, right? Yeah. So the guy on the island was like, oh, thank God, a boat. Like, he's so excited he's being rescued because he saw a boat. And the guy in the little rowboat was like, oh, thank God, there's land, there's an island.
Get me off this boat.
So both in the same frame, but they're completely different perspectives for the same thing.
Looking at the same situation. And I think that's, you've always said it, you're a very strong listing agent because you're also a very strong buyer's agent. So the two working hand in hand, being able to walk through a seller's house and kind of putting the eyes of a buyer's agent on and saying, this is what the buyer is going to see, this is the questions that they're going to ask, and gives a lot of insight into how you can effectively market to those people for the best interest of your seller.
Exactly.
So that's, I mean, it's literally something that you do every day, and we've just never put a word to it, right? But it's being empathetic to that situation, what's going on in those two different circumstances.
You're so good you brought your notes. I forgot
did.
mine, and I really wish Mark was upstairs so he could grab mine.
I did. I took notes until, you know, I'm a little hobbly right now.
Yes, Mary hurt her leg.
But yeah, I was very, very impressed by the presentation, as well as kind of like, that's, I mean, it was very eye-opening.
And when Mackenzie was teaching the class and the workshop, you know, I thought did a really good job of relating it to your business life and your personal life. And you know, we did all kinds of, so I liked that we were able to do exercises. Yeah, the role playing was great. But, you know, she does it, and taking it from what she does for students and things like that, you know, she's in situations with, you know, serious stuff right now in college with, you know, alcohol and drug initiatives and mental health awareness when it comes to suicide prevention and things like that.
Incredibly prevalent in the younger generation too.
Yeah, absolutely. But she actually did a good job in putting it towards what we do every day.
Well, it can be used in every facet of life. So I think we, at one point, I'm not to call anybody out, but we were talking about a transaction between a person buying something at the deli counter and the person behind the counter. Do you know what I mean? It's your everyday interactions with people.
No, I'll say it. It was my mother. I'm not going to throw my mother under the bus, but I mean, she isn't listening right now, so what's it matter?
So she might be asleep.
She's probably asleep. No, but that was a really, really good, and again, we're a little off topic. Hey, we're getting close to Thanksgiving. What are we grateful for? What are we thankful for? There's so much to be grateful and thankful for. I love this little video that came out on YouTube. I don't know if you saw it. A church down south had put it together, and it shows a man like waking up, and he and his wife are in bed, and they're like wrapped in wrapping paper, and he like rips off the wrapping paper off his face, and he's like, "I'm alive! Oh my, I'm alive!" And then he goes into the bathroom. He puts it, like, goes down. He sees like two wrapped things on the ground, and he opens them up, and his slippers, and he puts on his slippers, and he's like, "Slippers!" And then he goes into his bathroom, and he sees his toothbrush, and it's all wrapped up, and he like unwraps it, and he's like, "A toothbrush!" Goes downstairs, and there's cereal, opening up all these presents around him. Goes his briefcase, he opens it, it's like a briefcase. Then goes outside, and this was my favorite, his car was wrapped in wrapping paper, and he's like, a car, like I can get to work today. Imagine if every day we felt that grateful for the things that we have in our life already. Like, I have goosebumps thinking about that right now. So,
absolutely. It's really easy to get bogged down in the mundane and the monotonous, and kind of get into the rhythms of Eeyore syndrome and like, oh, it's always happened to me.
Yeah, I know. You know how I feel about that.
I think you were the first one in my life personally to start like the gratitude list and applying that even to real estate. You know, I have many clients, and I'm thankful for being able to help them through you know, this next chapter in their lives, and kind of instead of thinking of it as I'm so busy, no, I'm grateful that these people are coming to me so that we can help them.
And don't you find, Mary, I mean, I told you this, I mean, you've been, you know, with me for 8 years. You started as my assistant, and you sort of kicked right into that role yesterday, and I liked it. You didn't forget. It was like riding a bike. I'm like, yes, I do. But you have grown, as you know, I've been, you know, trying my best to help you grow your career and get to what your next, you know, chapters are and goals. And it is interesting when don't you think like our life just seems so much smoother when we're thinking about the people versus the houses?
Absolutely. It's like time flies. I've never had more friends in my life than I have right now. And I don't mean, our clients are our friends.
Yeah.
And I think once my mentality changed, and that's harder for me because of my generation.
Yeah.
I think, I'm only 30 and going into this industry very young. Older people didn't want to be friends with me.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to find my niche. As I get older, I'm finding that I've never had so many people that I want in my life. I miss them. And that was something that you always told me, and I could never put my finger on. And it's starting to be applicable for me.
Yeah.
And life perspective changes.
Because it is weird, like after they have purchased their house, it's like they're gone, and they feel that emptiness too. You know?
I'll say Rachel Ledger.
Yeah.
So she came to the pie party. This.
I know. I was super busy right when she came in too, because I was being pulled in so many directions.
That was right when everybody kind of decided it was a crummy day on Sunday, but we're so thankful that everybody came out and made an appearance and fought through the rain.
Yes.
But Rachel was like, "Is it weird if I kind of say I miss you?" She's like, "Well, you still have my number, so you can call me anytime."
I know. And it's funny because nice. Rachel was referred to us from a client when I first got in the business, and her kids are twins, were actually a boy and a girl. They're in high school now, and I remember when I met them for the first time, and they were in little baby carriers. So
think about that.
And I've stayed in contact with her. She's had some really fun things at her house and has invited me. I've been to clients' weddings. I remember one time I was at a wedding. It was a very small wedding, and somebody was sitting next to me, and they're like, "So, like, are you a cousin?" Or I was like, they're a realtor.
And they're like, I made the list.
Uncle Jimmy didn't make it, but the realtor did.
I made the list.
Yeah.
So it's like thinking about Rachel, and I'm skipping down on my topic list.
I'm not
here.
even looking at it.
But that was something. So what I think we do really well with
Can I
keeping.
Look at you rather than.
I'm staring at you. I don't know.
Okay.
What I think we do really well with our conversations with clients and keeping this whole theme of empathy in mind is, all right, let's sit down. So the selling process is super emotionally charged. So is the buying process. There's lots of different fears and concerns. Sitting down and asking the question, what are you most fearful about this process, and how can I address that for you? How can I upfront, kind of ease your fears and address any concerns that you may have, so you feel more comfortable with me going through this process and you know that you can lean into me. Let's get that right out of the way right from the get-go, so that you don't feel as if you have a question that you're scared or to ask, or that you're bothering us. Or
sometimes clients will say that to us, though. They'll say, I don't want to bother you. I'm sorry to bother you. And I'm like, if I've ever given you the impression that you're bothering me, I'm sorry that I did that, but you're never bothering me.
Never.
I would much rather, and Trish Flynn from Team Flynn, so Trish and Nick Flynn, full-time realtors at Boston Connect Real Estate, she had actually brought that up today too, is now she's very much in the habit where she's very much a seasoned agent now. She started with me back in 2010. She used to babysit my kids, and I met her at St. Joseph the Worker when I helped with the Vacation Bible School, and she was a counselor. And she's now she's calm, cool, and collective in her presentation with her clients, that if we can now, because we are empathetic, and Mary, I've always have been, I'm really taking a hold of that now and really feeling it, and really I'm not embarrassed about it, because and this is weird, and my father's not going to like this that I say it out loud, but there is times that I go through homes, and I sometimes feel things throughout homes too, just like you picking up energy of people.
100%.
And, Trish she can tell, and she'll just say, are you 100% comfortable with this? Like, if you're uncomfortable, what are you uncomfortable with? What can I do to help you make you feel better about this? Because we don't want anybody going forward to purchase a house. Remember, we talk people out of buying homes a lot.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we all want this to be a positive experience for you. If there's any hesitation, it's like walking down the aisle, getting married. No, I mean, marriage is a big commitment. So is buying a house. I'm sorry. It's not exactly easy to walk away from.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything about divorce, but I'm just saying.
That's not easy to walk away from.
That's not easy to walk away from either. Yeah. But it's not something to be taken lightly. And at the end of the day, we want you to be happy with your decision and make sure that you're confident, comfortable, happy. You know, the fears are always going to be there, in my opinion. I mean, I was scared walking to the closing table. I was like, oh my gosh, is this am I making the right decision? I'm happy as a clam that I bought my house, but the fears are natural.
Yeah.
It's just us gauging what is, normal, cold feet.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh, this is, you're feeling pressured to do this.
I mean, we end up in some situations where people sometimes don't take our advice, and we have to sort of, we're on a balance beam a little bit, because we have to respect our clients' desire to not take our advice. And sometimes the situations are difficult. Like if they use somebody that, a loan doesn't go the way that it's supposed to go. And you can hear the comments that loan officer may be making, and being in the industry as long as we have, and, doing the volume that we do, we sort of know when it's like, I call, yeah, like that isn't true. Sorry, Ben, if I shouldn't say that either. But, and also too, I forgot, Ben is in the house. Hi, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, how are we doing?
We are doing fantastic. And I just want to let everybody know that you are there. If anybody has any questions, if you're driving home in that terrible weather and traffic, 781-837-4900 is our number, and Ben can pipe you right through to us. And even if you just want to call and say Happy Thanksgiving, I'd love to hear from you.
What are you grateful for?
Yeah, what are you grateful for? Let's do that.
She doesn't know, but if she goes to the last page of our agenda here.
Can we just hop to that? I mean, that's what I want to do. Mary, we have gift cards for coffee. I'm grateful that we have gift cards, and I'd like to give gift cards out.
I'm grateful that we have coffee.
Me too.
This is a world that I could not live in without coffee.
So we have gift cards upstairs, right? So Ben,
100%.
we're going to say...
Starbucks and Dunkies.
Okay, Starbucks and Dunkies, right? What do we have, $25 gift cards?
I'm pretty sure,
Okay. So we can get away with this because Melissa isn't here with us tonight. So we don't have to ask for permission. So Melissa has, she's, working, she's with some family right now. So, with the holiday and everything. So that's why she isn't with us. But we have $25 gift cards. Yep. Your choice, Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. I need you to call Ben and pipe your way in, and you have to talk to us, 781-837-4900, and we will say the first 4 people that call in, so that's $100 that we're actually giving away. We just want to hear from you and hear what you're grateful for this holiday season. Okay?
I love it. I think it's a great idea.
Yes. So call in, 781-837-4900, and I think that's great. What are you grateful for, Mary?
Wait, that's at the end for us.
Oh, it is?
Or we can start them off if you'd like.
No, that's okay, because I'm going to tell also, if you go on to our Instagram page, which is Boston Connect Real Estate, and if you go on to Facebook page, which is Boston Connect, you'll find us there, Boston Connect Real Estate. And I have been doing videos. I have been doing these myself. I have been making these up. Very impressive. I did
know
one
Jeff
yesterday.
Page likes them.
Yeah, I did one yesterday on politics. I thought that was great. That was more from my household, so I'm hoping that my family is watching that one.
No politics. What, can I give it away? No politics at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's stay away from all of that. I think I might have gone into that last year. I didn't bring it up.
It's never good.
I had to get up and walk away. I come from a big family, so I mean.
Yeah, and then when you walk away, then it's like, what's wrong with her? Do we have
Ladies,
somebody?
I do have George on the line.
Oh, George. And George, where are you from?
I live in Lowell, but I'm driving back from Plymouth right now listening to you.
Oh,
nice.
Perfect. Well, you might have to stop off the exit so we can get this. No, when we hang up, you can give Ben your home address, and we'll make sure to get that out, unless you're in the Pembroke area, and you can come right to the office.
Yeah.
So,
I can always stop by, yeah.
Perfect. So we're 19 Mattakesett Street, right in Pembroke Center, across from Stop and Shop. So I'm excited to hear from you, Ben. What are you grateful for? George. Ben is the guy answering the phone.
Yeah.
George. Sorry, George.
I'm grateful for just the opportunity to speak with you. And, just really, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, to your listeners, and I'm grateful for each day. Wake up and be thankful.
That's awesome.
That's what the season is about, George.
Each day is a gift. That's why they call it a present, right? The present. Right?
Exactly.
Well, that's awesome. Do you listen to our show often on your way home? You must be on your way home from work or someplace good.
Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, I do. I listen to you guys all the time, so.
All right.
Nice.
Well, you'll have to be one of our in-studio little guests because we had one a couple weeks ago with Carolyn Daly, right? And she was awesome. So if you ever want to be an in-house guest, we'd love to have you here in our home. And if you want to, we'd be happy to do that.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Perfect.
So
All right.
don't forget to give Ben your address so we can send you out a gift card.
And do you like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks?
Either. I mean, I'm not. I'd probably go for Starbucks, I guess.
Starbucks. Okay.
If I have to take a pick, yeah.
Okay. Well, what else? Do you like Mary Lou's?
Oh, I love Mary Lou's.
There you
Okay,
go.
then that's what we're gonna
Mary
do.
Lou's is coming to you.
We'll make it Mary Lou's then. Okay.
That sounds great.
All right, awesome. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, George. So that was George calling in, and it sounds like he's on his ride home, and I love that he's
Coming
grateful.
from Plymouth, but going
There's
on
also
to
Jack on the
Lowell.
line, ladies.
Oh, really? Hello.
This is a great show. I'm getting all
this.
excited.
I have goosebumps. Hi, Jack. How are you?
I'm really on a radio. Are you serious?
You really are. You're live on the radio, Jack.
You are live on the radio with Sharon and Mary. So what do you think? Do you listen to our show every week or as much as you can?
No, I'm just turning it. I just tuned in by mistake. I'm sorry. I missed that.
Oh, so, okay, that's okay. You tuned in right at the perfect time.
But you wanted the world to know what you're grateful for, though, right? This holiday season?
I actually wanted some real estate advice if that was a relevant thing to do.
Oh, absolutely. We are a real estate show.
Yes, absolutely. And you might have, if you have your radio up listening, can you just turn that down? It might be backing up a little bit.
So I'm outside because I have no service in my house, so I'm outside in front of my house.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. So did you have a real estate question as well?
Yes, I'm grateful to have a home, and I'm grateful to live in this town I live in, and I'm grateful to be clean and sober, and I'm grateful not be evil. You know, like society has just been I've been having a hard time with my real estate stuff.
Oh, well, that's a bummer. That's sad for us to hear.
Yeah.
Especially where we're talking about empathy. So we're hoping that that's going to turn around for you this season.
I've been waiting for way too long, and all the people I've worked for and all this stuff. I've taken care of a guy's $3 million home and his horses and all this stuff, and I'm reaching out for at least to know how to go about getting help. I had a bill that was $50,000. I got it down like $17,000 over like 5 years. Because if you're poor, you know, I just live check to check basically. Because I was in the union and I didn't save any money, and I was like, a friend of mine died, and it hurt me so badly. I was like, F the union and F this, and I wasn't into alcohol and drugs. Now I'm clean and sober, like 13
That's
years.
good to hear.
So long story short, I'm always stressed out, and I'm always feeling like I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to be homeless. I've lived on the streets before. I know what homeless is. I know what jail is. I know what all that insane stuff is, and I don't want that no more. Here I am, 28 now. I'm not really 28. I'm 48.
Well, you have a lot to be grateful for. So I always think that, I know it's hard to think of the past, but that's one of the things that Mary had brought up is you can't let the past sort of impact what your future is going to be.
You
because
learn from it.
you learn from it, because if you had not such a great...
Constantly praying to Jesus constantly, and it's like, and I believe in all religions of the world. It's just like, it's just like another thing I can deal with, or some other... The next thing that happened, like Bill got locked up for mental illness. I'm afraid to get. I'm afraid.
He's very broken up, Ben. He's just really broken up. We're having a hard time hearing him. On our side, Ben, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're just really, really broken up. So,
Jack, if you want to give Ben your address, we will send you out a gift card to Dunkies
or Starbucks.
Oh, that's cool. Definitely Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. I'm having political issues with them. I'm sorry to say.
That's okay. Well,
Dunkin' Donuts, you got it. Dunkin' Donuts it is.
Jack, thank you so much for calling in. I'm sorry that our line isn't that. Yeah, keep that positivity going.
Sorry for dumping all stuff on you. I just
No.
on the phone.
Well, we can't really hear you that well, so I don't know how it sounds to all of our listeners, but I'm not sure. But Ben, you can let us know. But we're going to move on to our next caller if we have another one, because we promised 4. So thank you for listening, Jack. And you can find us on Facebook, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, bye, Jack. Have a great one.
Thank you very much.
Yep. So that was Jack, and he sounds like he had some tough times, and it looks like he's turning it around. So congratulations to him.
I do have his phone number. We can contact him later. We do have one more caller. Leah is standing by.
Oh, hello, Leah. How are you?
Hi, Sharon.
Hi. So do you want to tell us what you're thankful and grateful for this year?
Well, I'm mostly grateful for my family and my 2 grandchildren and the fact that everybody's in good health. I mean, what else is better than that, you know?
And that's what I think too, Leah. I feel like life is getting to be more simple, that people are actually appreciating more of that Christmas. So, I mean, not the Christmas, but the Thanksgiving. So my daughter, Mackenzie, taught us this class on empathy, and she goes to Clemson University, and she was home, and I have a big party, Mary and I do, at the office with our agents, and we got like over 100 pies, and we had people here, but, you know, we're putting them in bags. Oh, yeah, just let me know next year. Reach out to me, because you can come to our pie party. It's going to be the Sunday before Thanksgiving, so you get your choice of pumpkin or apple, and, you know, it's just nice. Everyone comes and goes, and we have, you know, all munchies and everything, but it's a lot of work. The night before, we're putting ribbons on everything and stickers and, you know, really getting the place nice. Well, I had Christmas music going, and my daughter, Mackenzie, who's 23, she's like, Mom,
you can't
it's
do
just...
that till the day after Thanksgiving.
I know. I've been told that, but I really do love my music. And so that's what my daughter said. My daughter, Mackenzie, was like, Mom, like, thanks. You know the rules in our house. It's the day after Thanksgiving. And she goes, you know why it's so important? She's like, because Thanksgiving is about being grateful. Thanksgiving is about being thankful. Thanksgiving is about sitting around the table and being with the people that you want to be with, that you don't have the time to be with all year long. And people rush it to Christmas, which is greedy, and people just wanting more and commercialized and give me gifts and give me that. She's like, it's more about giving yourself at Thanksgiving. And I thought, geez, she's so smart. Where did she get it from? So, anyways, Leah, how old are your grandchildren?
Quinn is 5, and Kieran is 2.5.
Oh, nice
and
Italian names.
I'm actually your neighbor.
You're my neighbor, Leah.
I am.
Okay.
Down the street.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I know. You didn't have to say it. So we actually helped your daughter purchase one of her homes before she moved to Situate. Yes. So Mary knows. I was just
now I know.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yep.
Yeah, but I really do feel that being grateful and thankful is the way to go this year. And we have a lot to be thankful for. Yeah. I'm thankful for my garage after 26 years of wanting a garage. We finally put that up.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I think more people enjoy Thanksgiving than Christmas anyway now.
I could not
agree
more.
It's so much less work. It's just people. There's no gifts involved. It's just, like you said, being with everybody that you love. And my son got married about 2 months ago.
Oh, I saw the pictures.
He and his wife are coming. His wife. He has a wife.
Nice. Where do they live?
Ethan and his wife, Chrissy, live in Weymouth.
In Weymouth. Oh, I thought, maybe it looked like you were at a destination wedding or something. It looked like, I remember the pictures. They were beautiful, though.
Oh, the wedding was in Dorchester, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the Venezia.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Been there a couple times.
That's where the reception was, yeah. And they got married they got married in a big brick Catholic church where her grandmother had been married. So that was kind of sweet.
Was it right on Dorchester Ave and Columbia Road?
Yes.
Like right off the highway?
Yes.
That's where I got married.
Was it called John Pope something?
No.
It used to be St. Margaret's.
It used to be St. Margaret's. Now it's St. Teresa of Calcutta.
Oh, they didn't change it.
That's where I got married, Leah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
That's where we went to school.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
awesome.
It was a very long aisle, I found out.
Oh, it does. Yes, it is a very long aisle. Yes,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if the music was going to be long enough for my dad to get me all the way down to the end. So,
yeah.
And then
nice.
was your other son? Was he the best man, or
he was?
I did recognize that. I thought that was wonderful. I'm sorry that his name is escaping me, though.
Graham,
yes. How could I forget that?
Graham,
yes, Graham.
He was the best man, and he gave a fabulous toast at the reception. There wasn't a dry eye in the place when he finished. It was really nice.
My goodness.
So,
well,
yes,
that's awesome.
he took his job very seriously.
Yes, I bet he did.
It was great. It was great.
So, Leah, what do you like better? Do you like Dunkin' Donuts or do you like Starbucks? Because I can put it in your mailbox on my way home tonight.
I'm really hooked on Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice coffee.
Okay.
I can't go a day without swinging by.
Perfect.
Me and you both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, there will be one of those in your mailbox this evening. How's that?
Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. And I'm thankful for great neighbors like you. How's that, Leah?
Oh, that's great. And you too.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All righty. Bye-bye.
So we have one more left. We said 4. So, Ben, any other callers?
We're still waiting on caller number 4 right now.
Okay, 781-837-4900. If you want to call us and tell us what you are grateful for this holiday season and Thanksgiving season, we have a gift card for you. We're very much off topic tonight, but we can do that because, hey, it's our show and we can do that.
It goes hand in hand with empathy. So I really feel as if we're not all that off topic.
No.
Because we did just hit the doorbell, one thing that we do want to let everybody know is we do have a mailbox out front.
Oh, yes.
It's a big red one, so you can't miss it.
Santa.
And
you smell like beef and cheese.
And that mailbox is for anybody who is looking to send letters to Santa. So that mailbox goes directly to the North Pole, and Santa might even write a letter back.
That's what I heard.
We are collecting from until December 18th. So if you want to just swing by, we don't have to be here. I'm not sure if we're keeping it out.
Yep, it's outside on the porch. 19 Mattakesett Street in Pembroke Center, and you can't miss it because it's a big red mailbox.
Make sure to put a return address on there,
yes,
so Santa knows how to find you. But we are collecting for a while.
Yes, and if you come by during the day, we have special paper to write letters to Santa. So if you want to use some of the special paper that we have,
that the elves gave us.
The elves gave us, I know, and little crayons. So
we do have Ann on the line.
Oh, good. This has worked out great. We have 2 women and 2 men. Hello, Ann. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. And where are you calling from tonight, Ann?
Pembroke.
Pembroke. Well, hello there. So do you want to share with Mary and myself what you're grateful and thankful for this year?
Well, first of all, I'm thankful for my family, my grandchildren, our children. I'm really grateful for them. But a few weeks ago, one of those storms, we had a big tree fall in our yard. Thank God it fell on our shed. It just missed the house by 2 feet. And so this year, I'm really grateful for that. And we've been cleaning up after it. So that's what I'm grateful for, that somebody was looking out for us, that tree didn't fall directly on our home.
Or like if you were out in the yard or anything like that, that's always makes me nervous, is that those types of accidents, they're freak accidents that happen. Did you get any firewood out of it at least?
Well, we just got a dumpster and everything's going in there. It's a big cleanup.
Well, that's good, and it happened at the end of the year, so it sounds like you had a fabulous year, and if that's the worst thing that happened all year and it turned out perfectly wonderful, then that's really.
And you're getting a new shed next year. Maybe Santa, if you write a letter, Santa
I think that's what Santa's.
Santa's bringing you a shed this year.
We have the mailbox right on our, and do you know where we are, Ann, if you're in Pembroke? We're right across the street from Stop and Shop in Pembroke Center.
Yes, I do. I know where you are.
All right, perfect. Well, anytime you're in the neighborhood and you want to just come in and see all the renovations we made, you can let us know. So come on in and we'll show you around. But do you like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, perfect. So Ben, when we don't hang up, but Ben will disconnect you from me and he will get down your information, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ann, and I'm glad you had a great year.
Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, too.
So we had some great people that called tonight, so I'm
Thank
really
you to
happy
George,
about that.
Jack, Leah, and Ann. We appreciate you guys calling this
I
evening.
am very grateful as well. And
right
this
on
is-
cue.
Yes, at the end of our time here. Again, if you, we do have little hanging ornaments right here at our office at 19 Mattakesett Street, Pembroke Center, across from Stop and Shop. It is for the Bethesda House. Wonderful, wonderful organization. So you can come by our office and grab one of those ornaments and get a gift for the Bethesda House. That would be great. They are located on the South Shore. And Mary, I just want to say that I'm very grateful for you this year. And,
I'm grateful for you, too,
and I'm
Sharon.
grateful for Melissa Wallace. We wish that she was here with us. I'm just grateful for all the great things that have happened to Boston Connect Real Estate over the last several years, especially this year. I'm grateful for this wonderful, wonderful home that is now ours. And I'm grateful for you too, Ben. You want me to stop talking now?
Yeah, whatever. We're good. I missed you too.
All right. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.